Fans loved the big bomb, but receivers took a pounding in the 1970s. Which team's receivers stayed healthy enough to have 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and 1 tight end offer considerable production within the same year, the 1970s, to be considered the best? My main qualifier is that every potential starting receiver must have contributed respectful receiving statistics in order to provide as much balance as possible to the offense. Offensive mastermind and future Hall of Fame head coach Don Coryell's Cardinals aerial attack was very potent. While the numbers that running backs Terry Metcalf and Donnie Anderson, along with tight end Jackie Smith and wide receivers Mel Gray and Ahmad Rashad, were quite good, with production balanced across those positions, there were better teams. Wide receiver Don Maynard was already the all-time leading pass receiver after the 1972 season. He had 1 more reception than Raymond Berry, yet he played in 2 games for the 1973 Cardinals to finish his career, while catching only 1 pass. Strange. Most of the Bengals' production was from their wide receivers. They didn't get enough from running backs Boobie Clark and Essex Johnson, nor tight end Bob Trumpy, who had made 4 Pro Bowl teams prior to 1975. There were better receiving corps. Nobody is going to argue that having 2 Hall of Fame wide receivers on your team shouldn't merit serious consideration as being the best receiving corps, especially when you throw in a Hall of Fame tight end in Dave Casper. The issue is that Oakland's running backs annually offered very little in the passing game. Therefore, there are 2 other teams that had one season that was overall better in terms of production balance. than any of Oakland's 1970s teams. The 1976 Colts had the amazingly flexible Roger Carr at wide receiver, and he had a phenomenal season. Former Michigan star Glenn Doty flanked Carr as the other primary wide receiver. Nicknamed Shake and Bake, Doty's 40 catches in 1976 was the most in his 8-year NFL career. Tight end Raymond Chester made the Pro Bowl with the Raiders during his first 3 NFL years, then was traded to the Colts for defensive end Bubba Smith. In a 1978 trade involving wide receiver Mike Ciani, he returned to Oakland and made the Pro Bowl again in 1979. Running back Lydell Mitchell's 60 catches in 1976 was third best in the NFL. He also caught 60 passes the year before and led the NFL in receptions in 1974 with 72 and in 1977 with 71. Fellow primary running back Don McCauley chipped in with 34 catches and 2 touchdowns. Not bad, but it's considered the weakest link that prohibits the 1976 Colts from being considered the best in the 1970s. Fran Tarkenton's best year was 1975, as he led the NFL in pass attempts, pass completions, and passing touchdowns. He was second in passing yardage, with most of his production being distributed to the other 5 offensive skill positional players. John Gilliam ran a 9.5 100-yard dash at South Carolina State University, and he made the Pro Bowl in each of his 4 Viking seasons. Wide receiver Jim Lash was a third-round 1973 draft pick who was the first of only two rookies under head coach Bud Grant to start in their first regular season game. Sammy White was the other. Tight end Stu Voigt had a career year in 1975. A 10th-round draft pick from Wisconsin in 1970, he's a member of the Vikings' 25th anniversary team. Running back Chuck Foreman's 1975 season was remarkable, as he put up career highs in receiving categories and was the main ingredient to the Vikings' high-powered offense. Fellow running back Ed Marinero finished second in the 1971 Heisman Trophy voting to Pat Sullivan and was the first NCAA player to rush for over 4,000 yards. The Vikings nabbed him with their second-round pick in 1972. Chuck Foreman wasn't the only running back loved in Minnesota.